How's it, punters? Welcome back to Best Sports Betting. Today I'm going to do a how to bet on Betway tutorial. We've posted a few tutorial videos up on the Best Sports Betting channel, and there's been a few requests for a closer look at Betway, and that's what I thought I'd do today. I'm on the desktop site, so it's going to be slightly different from the Betway mobile site. However, everything is going to be in the same place. So if I say click on live, you just have to find live on your phone. So it's going to be the same process, it's just going to look slightly different. So the first thing you need to do to start betting on Betway is have a Betway account. If you don't have a Betway account, head over to betway.co.za, hit the register button and fill in your details. Make sure those details are correct. If you are asked for a code, a referral code, you can use BSB01, and let's let the old chaps at Betway know that you guys have watched this video. Once you are signed up, you're going to need to deposit into your account. You can deposit using a few different methods. There's so many different deposit options at Betway. You can use a card, you can use a one voucher, OTT, etc. Check these, see which one is best for you, and then I'll use that method. For example, if you have no bank account and you want to use one voucher, go grab a one voucher and use this section over here to deposit. Maybe you have access to OTT, maybe you have a card that has Azal, maybe you have a credit card that you can use to deposit. So those are all your different deposit methods. We've also covered that in other videos. And once your account has got some funds in, you've made a deposit, you are then ready to bet. It's important that you have your account funded before you start looking around at betting and whatnot. However, don't worry about browsing around without placing bets. You're more than welcome to do that as well. There's also a data-free site that you can use to browse to get a familiar feel or familiarity with how the Betway site works before you start betting. So once you're logged in, once your account's topped up, you're going to need to look for something to bet on. Today I'm going to be showing you how to bet on soccer. Soccer is one of the most popular sports. I'm going to be taking a single soccer bet, and then I'm also going to be taking a multiple bet. So to find soccer, you can click on menu, you can go to home, you can click on sport, you can click on the Betway logo over there. It's going to take you back to the main menu. You basically want to be on this main menu over here, and then you want to look for soccer on the sidebar. It's going to be under sport and then soccer. If you're looking for tennis, you're going to click on tennis. If you're looking for cricket, you're going to click on cricket, but we are doing soccer today, so I've clicked on soccer. Now this is going to load up all the different soccer matches that are taking place from the period that you're looking at the site. So it's going to be in order of time, what's coming up next, what's the big highlights of the day, that sort of thing. You also have the option to change to upcoming, and this is going to literally list it in order of when the matches start. Then you have outrights. Now outright bets are league winners, who's going to win the Champions League, who's going to win the World Cup, who's going to win the PSL. Let me go into South Africa. You can see here we've got a couple options for who's going to win the PSL. That's not really what we want to bet on today. We want to bet on some live upcoming matches. So let me go back to soccer. I'm going to go back to upcoming. If you click on the live now button, it's going to take you to any live matches that are taking place at the moment. These are matches that are in play. They're ones that you can turn on the TV. Maybe you can find a stream, and it basically means you can bet on them while the match is happening. It's pretty early in the morning at the moment, so there's not too much going on, so I'm going to skip that one over. But if it's a Saturday afternoon, there's Premier League on, you can find all the live games over there. You can also use that live button at the top there. So we're going to take a bet on the English Premier League, because I want to show you how to find the English Premier League. Yes, you can go through all of these and look for it, but it's a couple of days before the weekend, so you want to find the actual league, and to do that you click on this league button over here, and then look for the country that the league is taking place in. So we know that the Premier League's in England. If we're looking for the Bundesliga, we'd go to Germany. If we're looking for La Liga, we'd go to Spain. If we're looking for Serie A, we'd go to Italy, etc., etc. So we're looking for the Premier League, so we're going to click on England. That's going to bring up all the different league options in England. We have the Premier League, the EFL Cup, FA Cup, Championship, League One, League Two, and National Leagues. We know we want to bet on the Premier League. We're going to give that a click, and then once we've selected that, we're going to click Apply. Now what that's going to do is that's going to bring up all the upcoming Premier League matches. You can see here they are listed in by time of when they start. We have Everton versus Tottenham coming up on the 16th, then Newcastle West Ham on the 17th, then the 18th, 19th, 20th, 21, 22, etc., etc. So these are listed in that order. Now, once you know which match you want to bet on, you actually need to go into that match market itself. So let's say we want to have a bet on Newcastle versus West Ham. We can either click on this section over here, or we can click on more bets, and that's going to take us into the market. So I've clicked on the Newcastle versus West Ham match. We can see it's loaded all the different markets here. It's got the popular ones loaded, so it's always going to load the popular ones. These are the ones that most punters are going to play. If you want to see all the markets that you can bet on, you look at this top menu over here and you click on all, and that's going to bring up all the different markets. You can load more. There's a lot of markets on Betway. You see these gray bars, they are also markets. You just click on them and it's going to drop down and it's going to show what betting options you have for those markets. Lots of different markets over on Betway. Then we have the goals market, where you're just going to be able to bet on goals, over, unders, next goal, that sort of thing. Then we have first half, which is what's going to happen in the first half. Are there going to be goals? Who's going to win the first half? Who's going to score first, etc. Then we have second half. Then we have bookings, which is not available at the moment. It will become available closer to the match. This section is usually available a day before the match or on match day. Then we have combos. Combos are things like Newcastle to win and under 1.5 goals. Maybe both teams to score and over 4.5 goals. Maybe it's going to be a draw and it's going to be no goals in the game. Maybe you want to say Spurs or West Ham to win and score more than 3 goals, or West Ham to win and keep a clean sheet. Lots of different betting options under combos. There really are quite a few, so go check them out, find one that you like. And then of course there's the builder bet, which lets you combine a few bets into one market. I'm going to stay away from this one for now. I think it's for the more experienced punters. We also have a video of it up on the Best Sports Betting channel, so go look out for that one if you'd like to know more about how builder bet works. But we're keeping it simple today. I think West Ham are going to beat Newcastle United. So how do I bet on that? Well, I'm looking for match result. Match result is 1x2. 1 is the home team, x is the draw, 2 is away, West Ham. We want to bet on West Ham. So to do that, we simply click on West Ham. That's going to load it into our bet slip on the side over here. On mobile, it's going to look slightly different, but you'll still be able to bring up the bet slip. Now, what this CO means, this symbol over here is cash out, and you also see it on your bet slip. It means that if you bet on this, your bet is going to be eligible for cash out, which means you can close your bet out early in the game. Let's say West Ham are winning 4-0 and there's another bet you really want to take. You can cash out that bet and you'll get quite a bit of winnings if your bet is winning. If your bet is losing, however, you can also cash out and get a portion of your stake back. However, this must be done at the right time in the match. You don't want to cash out right in the beginning of the match if it's still 0-0, because that means you're probably going to lose a little bit of your stake. But you can do it. If you want to cancel your bet, cash out is probably the best way to do it. But I suggest you then cash out before the match starts. But as I said, you are going to be giving up some of your stake. Right, so we have added West Ham into our bet slip. Now here we have the option of using our free bet or using cash. Now there's a little box over here. And if you want to use your free bet for the bet that you want to place on this match, you just need to click the free bet button. It's automatically going to add your free bet into there. So whatever your free bet amount is, let's say you've got the 25 Rand sign up free bet. If you click that, it's going to put that 25 Rand in there. I've currently got a 5 Rand free bet, so it's popped that 5 Rand in there for me. Now we don't actually want to use our free bet, we want to put some actual cash on. I'm going to be putting on 10 Rand. The minimum bet at Betway is actually 1 Rand, so if you want to put a 1 Rand, you can. You can put any amounts on there. I'm not sure what the limit is. It's usually variance on your account and how much you spend and how much you bet, etc. So it does vary from account to account, but I think it goes up to about 20,000 Rand on some sports. I think soccer might be a bit higher. However, it is higher for your winnings. Your winnings can exceed that amount. That's just your stake amount that I'm talking about. So this section over here, you want to enter how much you want to bet. This is how much you're going to be betting on the game. And below that's going to show your potential return. So your potential return is going to be your stake, which is this, your 10 Rand, plus your winnings. So we're betting 10 Rand. If our bet wins, we're going to get 20 Rand 40 cents back. Of that 20 Rand 40 cents, 10 Rand is going to be our stake, and 10 Rand 40 is going to be our profit or our winnings. So Betway do give your stake back when you win. You might hear some punters say that they don't. That's absolute nonsense. They do give your stake back. It's just that the odds display is different from Hollywood bets, which is why there is some confusion with some punters. So once you're happy with your stake amount, double check that you have the right bet in the bet slip. West Ham FC, that's the selection that we've made. That click over there. That's the match result. That's the market which we've taken, match results. And then the match itself, which is Newcastle versus West Ham. Always check this, guys. It's very important. Sometimes you'll click on West Ham and it'll end up being not this week's West Ham. It'll be a West Ham match from 2 weeks down the line. You'll put a bet down. The weekend will come. West Ham will win. You'll be like, yes, I picked up a nice win there. And it turns out that you actually bet on West Ham versus Man United and not West Ham or Newcastle versus West Ham. So double check this. It's very important. It's also very difficult to cancel a bet without using cash out. So just make sure you've got all this information correct. And then once you're ready to bet, you're going to go down to the bet now or the book option. Below that, you'll see that there's accept all odds and line changes. That means if I place a bet and the odds change while I'm placing the bet, I will accept the new odds. So let's say these odds of West Ham that are currently 2.04, if that changes to 2.00, or maybe it goes up to 2.5 while I'm placing the bet, and I've clicked this accept all odds and line changes, that means that bet will go through at the new line change or the new price. If I leave it and there's a change, it will give me an error. It will say the price has changed and the bet will not go through, and I'll have to do it again. Then the second option here is to keep bets in bet slip. What that means is if I've placed a bet and I want to keep it in my bet slip, maybe for a multiple bet, maybe I don't feel like adding it again, I want to add some more bets to it later, then you can click that and that bet will stay there. Once you've placed it, well, the selection will stay there, rather, the West Ham selection. So I'm not going to do that. I'll give you an example of that in a moment, but let's place this bet. We're happy with everything here. We're now going to click bet now. And there we go. It says success. That bet has gone through. It says thank you for placing your bet. There's your bet ID, and you can share that bet ID with your mates. On mobile, you can share it. You can share your booking code, etc. And you can do it over WhatsApp and a few other options. I think there's Facebook, and you can send it to your mates, and then they can just copy your booking code, and your mates can put that booking code into their bet slip, and that will load up the same bet that you've taken. So once you're happy with that, you just say continue betting. Now, if you want to see where your bet history is, you click on the My Bet section, and that will show your current bets that are pending. You can click on Detailed View to see more about it. That will show you a bit more about the bets that you've taken. You can also cash out there, but I recommend to use the My Bet section for cashing out, etc. That's the best way to do it. So what I'm going to be showing you now is how to take a multiple bet. That is a bet that has more than one selection in it. So I'm going to go back to the Premier League. I'm going to use this menu at the top here to navigate. You can also click on Sports and go through the process that I explained earlier. However, I find this to be the best way. I click on Premier League. It once again loads up all the Premier League matches. And I'm going to have a quick look and see what else I like. I think I'm going to take Manchester United versus Burnley. I think I'm going to take Man United to win that match. Then I think I'm going to take Liverpool in Leeds versus Liverpool. I'm going to take Liverpool to beat Leeds. I'm going to take Arsenal to beat Fulham. And I think that's going to be it. Actually, maybe Chelsea versus Brighton. Let's go for a fourfold favorite. That's 4 different teams that are favorites. Hopefully they can pick up a win for us here. So you'll see that the bet slip now says single bets and multi bets. Single bets is going to be a single bet on each one of these markets. What we took earlier, that was a single bet, that bet on West Ham. We don't want to do that here. We want to take an accumulator bet or a multi bet where we add all of these into a single bet and we get better odds. We get a nice payout for our money instead of the low odds that are currently on offer. To do that, we simply click on multi-bets over here. And that shows us what the multi-bet total odds are. As you can see, the odds are 6.36. So that means if we put a 10 Rand on there, we're going to get a 63 Rand 60 return, a 53 Rand 60 profit, because that's going to include our stake. And you'll see there's also a win boost of 4% there. Now, Betway give you a win boost or a little boost on your odds for each selection that you add to a multiple bet. So if I were to add a few more over here, you'll see that that win boost goes up to 7-10%. So the more you add, the more win boost you're going to get. If you want to remove anything from your bet slip, you just click that X that takes it out of your bet slip. That's gone. You don't have to worry about it anymore. Now let's have a look at placing this multiple bet. So to do that, we do the same as we did before. We simply look at the bet amount, the potential return, and we enter what we're comfortable with. Let's say we want to put 5 Rand on this one instead. We enter 5 Rand there. We go and have a look here. Everything's the same. And we can also use our free bet. Here it's slightly different. Here we have to click use my free bet instead of on single bets where you can click the box for the free bet. But we're not going to be using our free bet on that one. I'm going to be showing that one in the next bet that I'm going to take. And then I'm going to say keep bets in bet slip, because I'm going to make a really big multiple bet with lots of teams with my free bet. I'm going to try and do that. And once I'm happy with all of that, I'm going to click bet now. And you'll see that because this is selected, all of these bets will remain in my bet slip. So let's click bet now. Thank you, your bet has been placed. Here's my booking code. Here I can share my bets. I can share it on WhatsApp, Twitter, Facebook, send an SMS, or I can send an email. So I'm happy with all of that. I'm going to say continue betting. And as you guys can see, it's kept all those bets in my bet slip. It's also kept the bet amount. But what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be adding a few more selections to this. We're going to see if we can get a bigger win boost on that one. And I'm just going to take a few extra teams. Let's take West Ham over there. Let's go into maybe the Man City. Let's take them. And I want to take Everton, Spurs. Not sure what's going to happen there. Let me go with both teams to score yes. I think I'm then going to jump over to a different league. I'm going to go to Spain, go to La Liga. Let's see what they have going on in La Liga. You'll see that it's got the Premier League teams in there because that's selected. Let me just quickly deselect that and only show the La Liga teams. I think I'm going to be taking a bet on Atletico Madrid. Let's take Real Madrid there as well. So we've got a nice long accumulator here, and you can see our win boost is a nice 10%. So if this bet comes in, we'll get a 10% boost on that. Our odds are 78.75. That means our 5 Rand is going to return 393 Rand 75 plus the win boost, so a total of 433 Rand if it comes in. And what I want to do on this one is try to use my free bet. So what I do there is simply click use my free bet, and there we go. It's now placed the bet using the free bets. Now we can check all of these bets, as I said, by going to the my bet section. I'm quickly clearing up this bet slip. I like a clean bet slip. So there we go. You click on my bets and you can see all the different bets that we have running. Now you'll see there's the multi-bet. That's a 9-leg multi-bet. If we want to see a more detailed view, we click this little black arrow here and it's going to show all the teams that we have selected. It's also going to show what the cash out offer is on this one over here. You can see the cash out offer is R4.50. You're not going to get a cash out offer on your free bet because that would kind of be cheating. Bookmakers don't want you to do that. Otherwise, guys would just put their bet on the on a multiple and then cash out, get the cash out, or get cash from the free bet and then withdraw. That's going to be a disaster for the bookmakers that don't want that. That's why there's no cash out on free bets. But for other bets, you'll have cash out. And you can see here, if we want to use that, we simply click cash out. I think what I'll do quickly is just show you how the cash out button works, how to use that. So I'm going to make a few selections here. Let's take 4. Sorry, I took the same market there. There we go. Let's take 4 bets. I'm I'm going to put R1 on this one for an example's sake. I'm going to click bet now. I'm quite happy with those selections. And now I'm going to show you how to cash out that bet I've just taken. So click on my bets, and you'll see that the bet that I've taken is no longer on this page, it's actually on page 2. So I need to click to page 2. Oh, sorry, it's my previous bets are actually on page 2. So your more recent bets are on top, and my older bet is now at the back. But this is the bet I want to cash out, the one I've just taken. And to cash out, you can see there, I spent around on this bet. My cash out offer is 90 cents. That's the price I have to pay for cashing out the bet before the matches start. So guys, cash out it's good, it's bad, it's up to you to use it. Personally, I think it's good to use in some situations, and it's good to let it ride in others. It all depends on what the payout is. If the payout's good, then I would consider taking the cash out. But to do the cash out, simply go to the one that you want, click cash out. You then have to confirm. So if you want to cancel that, click X. If you want to confirm your cash out, click confirm. It'll say loading, and it says you have successfully cashed out. The bet slip has now been completed and settled. You can then go to settled bets, for example, and you can see what your set of bets are with your cash out. So guys, I hope this video was useful. I showed you guys how to find some markets on Betway, how to place a bet on Betway, how to place a multiple bet, how the bet slip works, and how cash out works. I'm hoping that this will help some new punters out there. If it was helpful, let me know in the comments below, and if you have any other questions about Betway, give me a shout and I will be more than happy to assist. Guys, thanks for tuning into this video, and I will catch you in the next one. Have a good one, guys. Cheers.